How's everybody doing? This is your host, Lamar Wilson. A while back, I called my channel, A New Walk in Faith. And that's what my journey has been, man, for the last, I want to say 7 months. 7 months, man, I've been on a journey and God has been blessing me. And I say a new beginner's walk because, I'm born and raised in the church and man, I've seen things, man. I've experienced spiritual things, and just living in today's world, man. I just thank God for him, man, and what He's kept me from in the name of Jesus, and what He will keep me from. So anyway, I digress into. I've been getting some comments. So first of all, this is going to be a testimony about literally how I got drugged by demonic influences in my physical body on this earth. I was in a room. I'll get into detail, but I just want to do a sidebar. People hate when I do it for some reason. Some people. Uh, so there's people like. Let me go into detail. Okay, so I was trying to go. There was the last video I had. I talked about these people. Heartbreak High. Uh, he's the one who, another guy who was talking about how he just couldn't just have patience and watch. Because for me, real quick, everybody wants everything right now. We live in a time where it's the information age and everything comes to you at the click of a button. But, I'm 39 years old, but like even people who are like 70, they used to watch movies or not even TV. They used to listen to the radio and had to use their imagination. Like everybody wants everything right now. Can we just calm down, please? Even though Break Your Heart High, after conversating with him, he agreed with me and gave me another nice one. But Only the Truth was the one who was talking about my hair for some reason in my grandma testimony. So that's just a little sidebar. I'm sorry, people. I just wanted to put that out there. But so this video is going to be about, it's a testimony on how basically demonic influences could take over you, man. I actually expounded on this a while back. I'm not even sure. I watch my videos sometime, but I don't know. They're all in sequence, but I don't know which video I was talking about it because, again, I'm always talking about 2 or 3 different things in my videos. You know what? I think it was the porno one. And, lately I've been talking about people. I've been wanting people to go to my channel and watch my porno one because I just feel like that is a demonic influence that is out here and it is just ravaging us as humans. And it's laughing at us and it's going to God and mocking us. And we need to take control of that. But anyway, in that video, I remember definitely expounding upon how, okay, so let's just go into it. In this time in my life, let's just go into it. This is like after I divorced my wife, I got heavily into pornographic watching. I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I'm open book, right? Um, so I got really heavy into which in all my life, and then really quick. So just for people who's just catching up, a little side note about me, man. And this is gonna be a long thing. So just bear with me. I need people to just be able to watch and just calm down. So when I was like 9 years old, I found one of my brother's pornos, and I was 9 years old. This is back again. I'm old enough to where this is back when I was 9. There was VCRs. There was like cassette tapes that was like this big. You would put it into a VCR, and you had to use the fast forward, and it wasn't skip and go right to it, right? Anyhow, I really got enthralled in this to the point where even as a young man at 9, I remember we used to play a game in school where, we would run around and touch girls' butts. And I was like, it was almost like, hide and go seek. Actually, growing up in a neighborhood, a local project in the Pittsburgh, we used to call it hide and go get it. Instead of playing hide and go seek, we would literally, we little guys and little girls, and we would go and you would hide and go get the little girl and have sexual stuff. So just, in my life as a young man, sex has been a big deal since I was 9 years old. Ever since I found my brother's porno, um, and I did a video about it. How I got victory over that. How it's a demonic impression. How when you're having sex outside of marriage, you got to understand that there's demonic influences with that. I mean, there's literally demons controlling your brain, giving you that thought to do what you don't want to do. So in that last, because I'm just touching on other stuff. In that last testimony about the pornos, I go into that. So moving forward into now and just wanting to just because when you do see, first of all, people don't understand. How hard this is. Like you think, you're just sitting back and you just watch a YouTube video. Like I just watch a YouTube video. But like to actually make a video and have a channel that people actually care about, it takes something out of you. And when I first started this, it was in the pandemic where I had all the time in the world. Now I'm trying to go back into life. And it's funny how I have testimonies that I'm going to have in the near future about what I'm dealing with pre-pandemic. I digress. But yeah, I mean, with the the testimony I'm trying to go into, man, because y'all gotta understand, and I'm sorry that for people who do understand me, I keep diving into it, but it's just like I do want people to understand where I'm coming from, and I don't like when people say, "Oh, well, you're rambling too much. I couldn't get into it." Like it's a whole build up. Like during the time when I was watching these pornography, when I was heavy into it, I just noticed that there was a time where, actually, to be honest with you, there was a woman I was talking to. She was a white woman, and she had a nice body, and I wanted to talk to her, and I just seen her in person and walked up on her and was talking to her, and she let me know that she let me know that basically just the way I came at her, the lust that I had in me, she seen it and she was like, yeah, I have AIDS. She straight let me know that I have AIDS, and she was into this other demonic stuff. Literally, I mean, she was telling me about supposedly she had somebody in a basement in the neighborhood, and there was all these demonic influences that would take her. I'm not lying to you guys. This happened to me. And this goes on to my testimony about, just being drugged by a demon. I don't know if she had something to do with it, but later on that night, I had this whole routine where I would play Madden. After I got divorced, I bought a PlayStation. I just was a bachelor. I didn't have responsibility. I didn't have to deal with being a husband no more. So the first thing I did was buy a PlayStation, and I would play Madden. I got into this routine. I would go to work, come home, drink, and play PlayStation. And, watch porn after that, in between online, this is when way back in like 2007 or 6 when it got popular to go online and play people online. I would do that. And then after that, I would watch porn and stuff. And, I would get into that. So I got into that habit of doing that. And again, the lust after talking to this white woman, like I said earlier that day, I was talking to her and I went home, and after she had told me what was going on, obviously I'm like, okay, I didn't get her number and it didn't go no further. She told me she had AIDS and this weird story about having somebody in the basement and torturing them. And there's these demons that it was a crazy story, right? But I'm not lying to you. Later on that night, I was, again, in my routine and playing the game and watching pornos, and I was playing somebody online. So again, I don't know if it was the female who I talked to earlier, or even like, because I'm dealing with people online and it's a spiritual, I don't know what happened, but it was like some orbs that was like next to me. I don't know what it was. It was this energy that was next to me later on that night, and I was playing, and it scared me. I don't know how. I don't even know what to do. Again, mind you, I'm drunk. I mean, but I can control myself. Like I don't. At that point in time, I was a functioning alcoholic to where I knew how to control myself, but work. So the alcohol wasn't a factor to me. I was smoking weed regularly, and I knew how to do that. So that wasn't a factor. But mind you, I was definitely infected or influenced by these substances, and I know for a fact there was like a orb, a ball, or some type of light or some type of energy next to me, and it scared me. And I tried to get up to go walk away in my room. And again, just to give you background, at this point in my life, um, I was divorced, so I went back and moved with my mom. So I actually was in a room. Had to, get rid of all my belongings and move into a room in my mom's house, right? So, you know, I never forget. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and again, I seen this little like orb or whatever, and it scared me. So I got up and tried to run, but all of a sudden, when I tried to run, only thing that I could describe or make people to understand what I'm talking about is the feeling that I had was like the movie Ghost. I don't know if anybody's seen the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, where the demons come and get them. I tried to run away, and it was like a force that pushed me. And I'm not lying. I wish that, man, it's hard to explain to people, but I'm not lying to people. So like I got up and I tried to run from this little, I don't know what was, it was crazy. And when I tried to, some force pushed me, right? And when it pushed me again, the next morning I had a big bruise on my left shoulder. But when it pushed me, I fell on the ground. But then I start being drugged. It was a force that started dragging me, and it scared me to death. Mind you, I'm a guy who used to sell drugs, got robbed at gunpoint, had an out-of-body experience, literally had got robbed at gunpoint 2 different times within 2 different months. When I was 22 years old, I'm 39 years old right now. So I had that whole scenario happen to me, and I know how it is to be in the spirit. So I know when people are on there and they're talking about having an out-of-body experience. So I've had that happen to me, but I'm dealing with this, and I'm not out of my body, but it reminded me of, I have a testimony about my grandma's testimony about, what's her name? Where she went to hell for 40 nights. I forget her name, but she talks about spirits that take over you. I've never been dealing with nothing that would make me to where I'm open to where demons are actually controlling me. And in the book, she talked about that. Divine Revelations of Hell. Mary Kay Baxter. It was like that. But mind you, like I said, I went into a sad note because I lived with my mom at the time, so I screamed because it scared me. It was dragging me. And I literally felt like it was dragging me to hell. Like I literally feel like it was dragging me to hell. And it scared me. And I yelled out Jesus, and I'm not lying to you, as I screamed Jesus, it stopped. But mind you, I'm in the hallway of my mother's apartment, and her room's right there. She heard me, but I don't know, with all the commotion, my mom know I'm a protector and stuff. She heard all this commotion, and she heard me screaming Jesus. Like, I know she waited about 3 minutes before she left out of her room. But when my mom left out of her room, she yelled. She didn't even leave out of her room. She opened her door, but her door is right by the bathroom. So I was in the bathroom. I crawled to the bathroom because for like 5 minutes I was stuck, frozen. I was stuck. After that happened to me, after being drugged by a force that I don't know what's going on, and I got pushed and I got drugged by a force that I don't know what took over me, and I felt like I was being drugged to hell. After I screamed Jesus and it let me go for like literally 5 minutes, and mind you, if I was to be quiet for 1 minute right now, this is 14 minutes, going on 14 minutes, 15 minutes actually. But if I was to be quiet for a whole minute, it would be a long time. I sat there for 5 minutes, stuck, frozen, scared, not knowing what to do. And then my mom came out within 3 minutes of that. It was like, Lamar, are you okay? Because again, I don't know if she know, without a commotion, I got pushed and it was like I got drugged and I was screaming Jesus. So I don't know if she thought somebody was coming in the house. But she said, Lamar, is everything okay? And I said, yeah, Mom. But again, I was stuck, froze, because I'm telling you, I was watching, I'm going to be honest with y'all. When you watch pornos, I'm a heterosexual male. But when you watch pornos, and I'm going to just be honest, it gets you to start watching things that you have no business watching. And for me, watching it so young at 9 years old, it perverted my mind. It perverted me. And it gets you to watch things that's not of your character. So I'm not going to lie to people. I've watched gay porn, and I'm not gay. I've watched, bestiality, women doing things with different species. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest with people. Like, this is what's going on right now. Like, I've done that, all type of other stuff. And that's why I opened my portal to where I'm getting drugged by a demonic force. So, like, why do I say that? Why am I putting that out there? Because there's somebody out there who needs to hear it. And again, I get people who comment on my videos, and I check their videos out, or I check their channel out, and first of all, half the time you're not even talking. It's like videos. It's not even you talking like I'm doing. All my videos, I don't have nothing else, no graphics. It's all me talking, and it's all about God. It's all about saving souls. It's about me because it's my testimonies, or it's what I've experienced, but it's not like I'm promoting myself. I'm asking people for money. It's just, I want to help people. Some people needed to hear this message right now. And I could have drugged this out for another hour and talked about how in detail I got drugged by this demonic influence. There's another testimony I have about being laughed at by the devil. Again, doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. And you open yourself up. There's so many women I talk to who like to open up their third mind. And when you people don't understand, when you do that, man, good luck. So I'm a pretty much end this, but I had I don't know where it's at. I did want to talk about really quick because this will be another. So this is a testimony about my experience about being drugged by a demonic influence, but it'll prelude into faith with Jeremy. Well, he's gay, and I'm gonna get into the LGBTQ thing too, because this is another thing that is just destroying us, just our humanity, like as a culture, as a human, as America. Like our DNA is bound by God. Our laws are governed by biblical laws. But lately, this LGBT, this is So anyway, man. His name, his channel, people, is Faith with Jeremy, and he has this one testimony about him coming out being gay and how you're not born that way and all this other stuff. So I gave him a shout out, and I want to give him another one, but I want to delve into the LGB, whatever else. And no disrespect to people, because I have nothing against them. I have a documentary, not a documentary, I'm sorry. But I do have a testimony about a vision of my brother who was gay. My same mom, same dad, who I love, Lee Allen Wilson. He's not with us no more. He was gay. So I intimately have, I care for people like that. I watched them struggle with it and how I took them out. So I want to dive into that. But anyway, shout outs, man, to Faith with Jeremy, and anybody who haven't watched him, look him up, man. He just came out, man. He has more subscribers than I do, and I've been out for like 7-8 months. So shout outs to him. So thank you, Jesus' name. I hope people got something out of this, being drugged by a demonic influence.